Hi guys, before we get into the video, did you manage to check out the link for your pop-out poster? I received my poster and it's a must-have if you're an Arsenal fan, and it's available all around the world. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to do the instant match reaction of Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. And I think it was a thoroughly enjoying match in my opinion. As an Arsenal fan, this is a good game to win, and this is probably one of the best games to win in my opinion out of the whole season. And there's only two games that is very important when it comes to an Arsenal fan, and those two games are against Tottenham Hotspur. And even though we lost the first one, it was a good result today. It was a good goal from Martin Odegaard, a good goal from Alexandre Lacazette from the penalty spot, a good goal by Lamela, probably the best goal out there. But then he messes around and gets a red card. We're going to look at all the talking points in this instant match reaction, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. But it was a really interesting match in my opinion. We'll start off with Emile Rowe, and in the first 10 minutes, as always, Arteta has made Arsenal dominate from the first minutes, and we see it clearly as there was a lot of passing, a lot of spirits, a lot of going forward, and that's something I really liked about the Gunners. And we saw it straight away when Emile Rowe had the one chance. He took a shot from long range and it hit the crossbar, and I thought from that point onwards I thought there was going to be a few goals coming from the Arsenal team. But again, it was their clinicality in front of the goal which led to Tottenham getting back into the game. But I thought it was a really good shot by Emile Rowe, and it showed signs that Arteta was not going to sit behind and just attack from the off. And then the next talking point is the player that could have been the man of the match, Lamela. And what a goal by Lamela. I think it was a beautiful Rabona from the player. He really took it when he came on, because he's coming on for, remember, Heung-min Son was substituted off because of an injury, and they brought on Lamela, and he turned out to be a super sub in my opinion. He came on, he done the dirty work. I saw him put a lot of effort into the game. He took it like a real derby, and that's his passion and determination when it comes to the game. And Lamela, when he came on, I was actually kind of frightened because he was making Tottenham play really good. When as soon as he came on the first 20, and he came on the 20 minutes, he came on, and the next 10 minutes they received a goal, and that was from Lamela himself. It was a good Rabona goal, I think, but then I couldn't do anything about that. And the Arsenal defence were caught sleeping in my opinion, because it was another soppy goal to concede for the Gunners. But at the end of the day, we move on to the next part where Arsenal fought back heavily in my opinion. They were attacking back. I thought Arsenal as usual dropped their heads and start to mess about, but then they started to focus on the game in my opinion. There was more intensity, there was more pressing, there was more of possession of the ball, and you saw that there was more determination and spirit when it comes to the players. And there was a good passage of play from the 33 minutes on to the 44 minutes, which is the next talking point. But in that time being, there was a good few shots from here and there. I think Lacazette had a chance and he didn't take it over. But then thought it was a bit strange by Lacazette to leave the ball when the ball came. And it ended up when it was Cedric Soares or Lucas Moura who's going to get there first. And Cedric Soares saw the spirit and determination. He ran forward and he took a shot, and it was another shot that hit the post. And I thought, oh no, is Arsenal going to mess up again when it comes to chances? But then at the right moment, at the right time, came Martin Odegaard with a beautiful goal. It was a little bit of a deflection, but we don't care as Arsenal fans. A goal is a goal. And from the off, when I looked at Martin Odegaard, the way he was playing, the way he was passing the ball, every time I looked at Martin Odegaard, he has the ball and you don't know what he's going to do. You think that he's going to make one pass, but then he makes another pass. And there's something about him. He's got that vision, he's got that technique, he's been gifted with those talents, and hopefully he starts to become more and more important for this Arsenal team, and hopefully take this team further until the end of the season. At least we have to make the most use out of Martin Odegaard, and I think Mikel Arteta knows what he's doing, and he's making sure that Martin Odegaard feels happy here and maybe extend his contract further than just the end of the season. But it was a brilliant goal by Martin Odegaard, and that's what we needed before half time. And then it came the penalty, and I don't know what Davinson Sanchez was doing. He has that rashness about him. He does tackles like we as Arsenal fans know when it comes to David Luiz, when it comes to Mustafi, when it comes to Socrates. All these players, they have some rash in them, and I feel sorry for our North London rivals in the form of Tottenham. They have the same players when the likes of Eric Dyer and especially Davinson Sanchez. And I didn't know what he was doing. It was a rash tackle, and I thought Lacazette was really lucky to get the penalty, because when he took the shot, he missed it. But I don't know if he was put off by Davinson Sanchez, but he was lucky to get the penalty. And of all the penalties I've seen him taken, this one's the one that literally went inside the corner. It was very good. It was a very accurate shot, and he deserved his spot after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang situation. And then we move on to the next talking point, which is Eric Lamela's red card. And literally 8 minutes after Lacazette's penalty, I was starting to get a bit nervous, because Tottenham was starting to press, they were going rough tackles, and there was a much more roughness, and they were getting really angry about the situation, in my opinion. I remember at one point Harry Kane, he just barged Gabriel Magalhaes because he didn't have a single touch outside the halfway line into our own box. And when it comes to Eric Lamela, I think he deserved that, because when he came on, he was doing rash tackles here and there, he was doing flicks. He was a good goal with the flick, but he was taking out players, he was putting his foot in to make other players trip, and he had a little bit of a tussle with Granit Xhaka as well, and it was coming, it was mounting up here and here. And then when it mounts up and you have one yellow card, you have to be smart. And when it comes to Eric Lamela, he's rash as well, and he made this stupid error, and it led to a red card, and I think that was fully deserved by Eric Lamela, in my opinion. And then I was stressing as an Arsenal fan, in my opinion, because when it came to Harry Kane, the first free kick he had, or not even the free kick, we were talking about the first header he had, he scored it into the back of the net, and I thought he was really unlucky to not get the goal because he was offside. And then after that, he takes the free kick and he does what any smart player would do and take a shot beneath, but he didn't even take a shot beneath. His one curled past the box and into the bottom right hand corner, and thankfully for Arsenal fans, it hit the post, and Leno was running, scrambling across for the second rebound shot, and Gabriel Magalhaes was there to save him. And Harry Kane, after that, he had the last free kick, and I thought maybe it's going in, and I thought it was stupid by Arsenal once again to concede a free kick, but then he hit way over the goal, and Arsenal were lucky when it comes to Harry Kane not scoring. And finally, we're going to talk about Mikel Arteta. First situation I'm going to address is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, his discipline issues. And I first thought, okay, he might have had a tussle with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, there's some form of a problem going on, someone's argument or something, but it was just because he was late. That's the latest I've heard. I don't know if there's anything further than that, but apparently he has been late to the game, and he has to follow certain rules, and he hasn't been put into the squad. But he put his best, strongest lineup, in my opinion. Smith Rowe on the left, Ødegaard, I was happy with his selection from the start with his lineup. He put Cedric Suarez instead of Bellerin, and overall I think he put the right decisions at the right time, in my opinion. And I thought Mikel Arteta done a good job when setting up his team, and he knew how much this game meant for Gunners, and he set it up in the right way, in my opinion. So overall I was really impressed by Mikel Arteta. But other than that, guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for the next video, and peace.